As snow melts, so do the feelings I held for you. As spring arrives, hope begins to bloom again. Somewhere between longing and light, a message drifts on the wind, meant for someone, even if it's never answered. This is Tayori. Tayori formed in 2023 in Tokyo following a trend in J-pop at the time. The setup features the combination of a Vocaloid producer plus a vocalist, with Raku and Tazuneru handling production while Isui delivering the vocals. The sound is intimate, reflective, and deeply poetic, the kind of music that sticks with you long after it's over. Some of their most popular tracks include Kaze no Tayori, Hakujitsumu, Yukidoke, and Haru Matsu, which I've played at the start. Tayori isn't just defined by their sound, their name itself tells a story, reflecting the heartfelt messages woven throughout their music. When I first discovered Tayori, I think it was through Hakujitsumu or Yukidoke, and when I first listened to those songs, I thought to myself, I'm like, damn, this vocalist that this group has is really, really fucking good. Because I'm a big vocalist fan myself. I really like groups with really good vocalists or just artists with really good vocals in general. Arrangement, I think it's more supplement to the vocals itself, but regardless, when I first listened to their songs, I'm like, damn, who is this person and how has this person flown below the radar all this while? And I guess that's just how the rabbit hole started, because I ended up discovering more and more of their songs. And now they are my second most listened to artist in 2025. We'll get to a more in-depth introduction of the members a bit later. So the name Tayori has a double meaning in Japanese, with this Tayori meaning something that you can rely or depend on, and this Tayori meaning a message or a letter, which is exactly what their music feels like, heartfelt messages delivered directly to you, the listener. Songs like Yukidoke, Kaze no Tayori, and Memento carry that feeling, being messages to a lover, a friend, or someone you quietly long for. And with that said, let's have a look at the three members that form the group Tayori, with the first being Isui, the vocalist. Isui is the voice of Tayori. Think of her as someone like Ikura from YOASOBI or Swiss from Yorushika, and she is known for a clear, emotional, and expressive delivery. As her name suggests, I would describe her voice as an angelic tone having the smoothness of flowing water. And she began her musical journey around 2018 as an utaite, posting vocal covers online under the name, you guessed it, Isui. And her early covers already showcased the gift for conveying deep emotion through her voice, from songs like Smile Again, which eventually caught the attention of Raku and Tazuneru. As Tayori's lead vocalist, Isui doesn't just sing, she interprets each song, turning poetic lyrics into something that you can feel. Her voice is intimate and vulnerable, carrying the listener into the story of the song. And with Isui done, now let's take a look at the two brains behind Tayori, with the first being Raku, who is the musical architect of Tayori. He handles the composition, arrangement, and mixing, shaping the emotional landscapes of the song. Raku has been active in music since 2017 at least, and he has been working in production and indie music circles, including the pre-Tayori project called Islet with Tazuneru, who we are going to introduce later. Raku's strength lies in creating atmospheric arrangements that give Isui's vocals room to shine. From the delicate piano lines like the ones in Sandcastle to the airy synths like the ones in Yukidoke, Raku's production is subtle but deeply impactful, turning each track into a complete emotional experience. And last but not least, Tazuneru, as we've introduced before, is the other half of Tayori's creative core, contributing to both lyrics and composition. Tazuneru's gift is storytelling, crafting lyrics that feel visual, poetic, and deeply personal. They focus on the small emotional moments, translating feelings of longing, memory, and introspection into words that complement Raku's arrangements and Isui's vocals perfectly. Before Tayori, Raku and Tazuneru worked together as a unit called Islet, as I've mentioned before, and Isui was posting vocal covers online, just doing her own thing. That's why if you check their channel and looked at their earlier songs, you'll see music credited to Islet featuring a vocalist. And even in some tracks like Haru Matsu or Hoshi ni Naru, which are some of their more popular songs to date, Isui is still featured as the vocalist, showing how their collaboration began even before Tayori officially formed. And their collaboration eventually became Tayori, a fully realized creative world that listeners can step into. So now that we know the history behind the group, what's their music actually like? And to me, even though their music varies in terms of tone, it's always emotional and melodic, often mid-tempo with lush atmospheric arrangements, having the lyrics that explore distance, memory, longing, and quiet hope. If you compare the lyrics of Yukidoke and Haru or Matsu, you'll notice a clear similarity, both using seasonal imagery to express deep emotion. In Yukidoke, the melting snow represents quiet change and renewal, while in Haru or Matsu, waiting for spring mirrors longing and hope. Both transform the natural world into a reflection of the heart, inviting the listener into a moment of gentle reflection and intimate emotion, a hallmark of Tayori's songwriting. Tayori's songs are reflective, the kind of songs you listen to late at night when you just want to feel. Tracks like Yukidoke and Haru Matsu, along with many others, came together to form their first album, Memento. Memento is Tayori's debut album, which established their emotional and intimate sound. And if you want a good grasp on what their music is like, I think that this is the intro to Tayori. The songs perfectly showcase how impactful and emotional their songs can be when the arrangement allows Isui's vocals to truly shine. When Isui's angelic tone takes on the feeling of longing and emptiness, it's as if every note carries a personal message straight to the listener, making you feel the ache and beauty of the moment, transforming the song into an intimate confession, carrying both melancholy and hope, leaving the listener suspended in the emotion of the moment. Songs like Memento and Kaze no Tayori showcase this perfectly, blending delicate instrumentation with Isui's expressive vocals to create moments that stay with you long after the music ends. And now, as for their second album, Magic, I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm not as huge of a fan of this as I was for the first album, but a few songs I can recommend are Sandcastle, Under the Rose, and Stargazers. And these songs perfectly capture what I love about Tayori's music, having the emotional depth and delicate arrangements, and Isui's vocals carrying every feeling straight to the listener. In addition to their second album, Tayori just finished their second nationwide tour last year, performing in Tokyo, Osaka, and Kawasaki. And not a flex, but I personally own the Blu-ray of their first live, Haru Matsu, and as expected, their performances truly bring the songs to life. It is a perfect demonstration of how deeply their music resonates in person, and just how powerful and expressive Isui's vocals really are. Even though some of their newer songs lean more towards the classic, trendy J-pop style, what made me fall in love with Tayori in the first place is how the members complement each other so perfectly. They show that even with a combination that's become quite common in recent years, that being a producer team paired with a vocalist, you can still create something unique and truly stand out. What sets Tayori apart is their focus on emotion and subtlety, and their music connects with you, whether you're listening on headphones or at a live show. They trust the listeners to feel, interpret, and connect, making each song a personal experience. And Tayori proves that music doesn't have to shout to be heard, and sometimes it is the quietest songs that leave the loudest mark on your heart. Tayori isn't loud, but they leave an impression. If you enjoy emotional J-pop, lyric-focused music, or songs that feel like personal messages, Tayori is for you. Personally, I think that they are perfect for lonely nights, mood playlists, or anyone who wants to feel deeply through music. If this video introduced you to them, tell me your favorite Tayori song in the comments, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya!